on a regular basis in 1928. Crimson Tide have won 15 straight ever since Nick Saban's been there. A little bit of wind today. We noticed that might cause some problems on some punts and field goals. Paxton Brooks has got it teed up. We're underway. Ja'Cory Brooks on the kick return, got out to the 21, and immediately we have a flag. So it might not be very good starting field position for Alabama.
You had to bet it had to be the block in the back, wouldn't you think?
I would think. So we'll hear from Jason Autry before our first offensive snap.
During your return, illegal block in the back. Return to number 11. The penalty half the distance to go. It'll be first down, Alabama.
By the 10. Jace McClellan in the backfield with him. Quick sidearm throw. Only about a yard gain, though, by Ja'Cory Brooks, who's driven all the way back to the goal line. So if you wonder about your shoulder and then you throw one like that right away, Gary.
Well, I kind of figured they started right off and let them know, hey, I'm going to be throwing out here, not just hand it off. And the Vols were ready, weren't they?
Yes, they were. Only got a yard out of it. Second down and 9. Jahmyr Gibbs now in the backfield for Alabama. And he's been lightning in a bottle the last couple of weeks. Young throws again. Latu tight end, and he's got a first down out to the 20. Here's the rest of the offense for Alabama.
It seems to be working. They've been running the ball, being more physical in an offensive line.
First down at the 20. That's Latu in motion. Jahmyr Gibbs spins. Only got about a yard, though. Nice job defensively by the Volunteers, led by Byron Young, who Gary talked about in the open. Danico Slaughter in the secondary right now as a starter because Jalen Tank McCullough out of this game. And they've lost a couple of their starters in the secondary along with Warren Burrell, so they're a little thin back there. Gibbs. Nothing doing. Nice pursuit by big Omari Thomas.
Well, I tell you, Omari Thomas starts out in the line and bounces outside. A nice stunt for him. Watch him spin, come on, take on, and then run it down and help a little bit inside. But he was there to clean up the tackle.
Alabama, 45% of their third down conversions. They've got 3rd and 10 here.
Number 6 has been a factor.
Gibbs joins the backfield and goes back the other way. Young's in trouble. Throws off his back foot and throws it to no man's land. Incomplete punting time for Alabama.
Now remember, all week, Byron Young has been on somewhat of a pitch count.
Yep.
Stepping into every throw, making sure he didn't hurt it, and now all of a sudden, he's got to back up and just play football.
And then he gets leveled by Jeremy Banks as well.
No nursing that arm anymore in this game.
I guess not. So Alabama's got a punt. James Burnham in to kick. D. Williams back deep for Tennessee. And he'll take it at the 32. Made a couple guys miss. Nice return out around the 43-yard line. And that's where Tennessee will take over on offense. Good starting field position.
No guessing who's going to play quarterback for this team, right?
That's right. Pop and John starting lineup, and it all starts with number 5, Hendon Hooker. 17 straight games with a touchdown pass, second longest in Tennessee history. Bru McCoy has been a big help to him offensively, especially with Cedric Tillman still out. McCoy had his best game as of all last week. Play fake to Jamari Small and down the middle and complete. Think he's going to have a first down with the forward progress. Well, he got it back for sure now, and it was Bru McCoy.
You could hear the Bru, the transfer, make a couple plays, and these fans will learn a nickname real fast, won't they?
Kidding. Came from USC. And Tennessee immediately in Alabama territory at the 45. Off the RPO. Hendon Hooker. This is what he does so well. He got free. Almost 20 yards for Hendon Hooker before he's run out of bounds.
So back-to-back first downs for Tennessee. One with the arm, one with the legs. Last year in this game, Tennessee had 10 first downs only in the whole game.
Jabari Small for about 5 more. And they're already in the red zone against the Alabama defense. And a former Volunteer, Henry To'o, played 2 years here in Tennessee before going to Alabama. He's their leader, number 10, the linebacker. And this is going to be a loss on the play. Volunteers need to get to the 15-yard line. They're just outside the 20. Hooker over the middle, completes it to his tight end, and it's a first down to Jacob Warren.
How pretty is that? 6-man rush this time. A little angle route right there. Come to the outside, break in. One-on-one coverage from the safety, but too much space.
Only the 4th catch for Warren, but it's a big one, and now it's Small heading to the end zone.
He's short, but not by much. Will they go hurry up here? Remember, fast and fun.
They line it up in a hurry inside the 1-yard line. Small. Touchdown. What a way to start for the Volunteers.
Yes, being able to run your tail. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. The whole offense worked. You got the scramble from the quarterback, accuracy from the passing game. They were able to keep the Alabama defense off balance with their style and a quarterback that's as hot as anybody in college football. He didn't make it by much, did he? I don't know. It is very, very close. To me, it's blocked. Gene, you've done this for a living for a long time. Do you see anything?
No, but what I'm looking at, Gary, is when a referee is staying this long, what they're doing is what we used to call empty in the bucket. Let's see every possible angle, and at this point it appears they haven't seen anything that would cause them to overturn.
Touchdown. Remember, the ruling on the field was touchdown, and there was simply nothing that could change that. And as Gene said, we emptied the bucket. 5 minutes into the game, Tennessee up 7-0. So the Tennessee defense did their job, forced a punt. Good field position for the Volunteers to start things off, and they're off to a great start, 7-0. Get nonstop sports news, expert picks, and the biggest highlights on CBS Sports HQ, the free 24/7 Sports News Network. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today, and you can catch Gary with the HQ gang after our game this afternoon. Well, it's been a long time since the Tide's given up a first quarter touchdown. The Volunteers only had to go 56 yards in 7 plays, used less than 2 minutes to get Jabari Small into the end zone.
And right away, if you're Bill O'Brien deciding on play calls, you're saying, we might need some points in this football game. This offense for Tennessee is powerful. We got to empty the bucket of our play sheet.
Right. The number 2 scoring team in the country at 47 a game. Jahmyr Gibbs camps under this at the 1-yard line. Gibbs dangerous in the open field. And he's tripped up before he got to the 30. Well, since Josh Heupel's been here, first quarter has been sensational.
Yeah, when we say fast football, part of it is tempo, and the other, they're just fast starters. They're script. I mean, they ought to have 3 or 4 scripts because they are good starting off football games.
Well, Bryce Young comes out with the offense, this time at the 29-yard line to start with. Latu in motion. Gibbs got to the edge. Almost went helmet to helmet there with Jeremy Banks. Bryce Young. Banks with the pressure. Young throws late over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Brooks.
Well, Jeremy Banks, veteran football player, just timed this up so well for the blitz. Kind of wraps around from here, around the corner, and just kind of outflanks the Alabama offense. Running back can't get there in time, and that blew up the play, basically.
So here's another third down already for Alabama. We're only 5 minutes into the game.
A lot of space over both of these slots right here. A lot of space.
McClellan switches sides with the Alabama quarterback. Young again pressured. Lofts one complete to Brooks. He's got a first down. He's all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So
a little bit of tempo from Alabama after that 27-yard pickup. And the throw out to McClellan, who lost his footing. That was thrown behind him. By the time he adjusted to the ball, he lost about a yard. Toss sweep to Gibbs. Trying to get to the edge. Nice job. Danico Slaughter comes over to make the tackle and got a flag down. See if it's a hold on Alabama.
During the run, holding. Offense, number 54. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Today's aerial coverage, including these unique drone shots, are brought to you by Goodyear. Tyler Steen was a guilty party on the hold. I believe that's who they called it, huh?
I'm not sure. I don't know if they called it on McLaughlin pulling out on that player or it was on Steen. Not sure.
Backs him up closer to midfield. Second down and 19. Empty backfield for Bryce Young. Gonna go deep. Got it. Complete.
Any questions about the arm?
Isaiah Bond. Not on that one. Down to the 16. Young looking for more. Plenty of time. And now running out of it. And he's just got to get rid of this one. Well, complete. Take it back. Thought he was trying to throw it out of bounds.
I think he was.
Now that's got it down to the 8-yard line. On short yardage, Gibbs broke one tackle, got to the edge and walks in. Touchdown, Alabama. So the battle of unbeatens tied at 7 here in the first quarter. Reichert to kick. Fair catch called for by Jimmy Holiday. So that'll bring it out to the 25, and we'll send it out to New York. Studio update from Adam Zucker. All right, here 7-7 as Tennessee takes the field for the second time offensively at the 25-yard line. Long time since he's thrown an interception. None this year, only 3 last year. I asked him yesterday, you remember the last time he threw an interception? He said, nope, I've already forgotten it. This one's incomplete. Intended for Jalen Hyatt, a little bit underthrown. And the fans here want a pass interference on that one.
Oh, when you get the ball up in the air on an underthrown ball, that is the toughest play. There's Alex Golesh, the offensive coordinator on the left side. One of the regrets he said he had a year ago is he gave up the running game too early.
Yeah.
So there were reasons for it. We had some young linemen in there. But today, I want to run the quarterback and the running back more than I did a year ago.
And he does run the quarterback here for a couple, maybe 3, but let's check in with Jenny.
Yeah, left tackle Gerald Mincey. He did not play last week at LSU due to an upper body injury. Well, it looked like he got rolled up on the right knee or ankle in that Tennessee's last scoring drive. Spent about a minute in the injury tent. But guys, as you remember, Coach Heupel said that Jeremiah Crawford has been playing really well.
I think there's going to be 2 penalties on Alabama. One for 12 men on the field and one for pass interference.
So that pushes the ball out to the 42-yard line with the penalty.
So one of the reasons, I think, just one, is the way that Tennessee spreads out. There's more space for Hendon Hooker not to make a mistake. They do not throw the ball a lot over the middle of the field, and that's usually when those mistakes happen.
There's a quick slant, and that's complete. That's a first down. Ramel Keaton.
But you know what's most important? And I think Coach Josh Heupel told us he's accurate with that football.
Boy, is he ever. Comes in at 70%. Now they go to Jalen Wright, and he broke out the back end, and he's got another first down. Jordan Battle hanging on for dear life, or he might have sprinted to the end zone.
Ness, in the last 10 games, Tennessee's only lost 2 regular season games. Now, good teams, Alabama and Georgia. But in both games, they did not run the ball. 65 and 55 yards rushing. They need to run the ball a little bit.
Hooker going deep. Man's there. Got it. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown.
Just a little bit of motion got this Alabama secondary confused. 2 wide receivers and then the motion, and Alabama does not pass off correctly. Little bit of motion, and now the 3-on-2 turns into who's got that guy. Man, we got a track meet going, don't we?
Don't we? Chase McGrath for the point after. Up and good.
Perfect touch on that throw from Hendon Hooker. He is showing you why a lot of people believe a win here, and he's going to be atop that Heisman poll.
Just tied Heath Schuler's school record, 18 straight games with a touchdown, and it was a beauty. Capping a 75-yard drive in just 1 minute and 16 seconds, and he hooks up with Jalen Hyatt. Hyatt's 6th touchdown catch of the year. Vols are back in front. Secondary of Alabama seeing some ghosts on that last touchdown pass from Hendon Hooker to Jalen Hyatt, who's given the Vols the lead back 14-7. Paxton Brooks, little high pooch kick. Gibbs runs up on it at the 14. And he'll be pushed out of bounds, and another flag down. And 3 more fly in.
During the return, holding return team, number 15. Taking out penalty from the spot of the foul. The first down, Alabama.
Just the hold. Ness, one of the things you have to do to throw those deep balls is handle number 31. Bama does a stunt, but the 3 veteran linemen clean it up. Cooper Mays, the center, slants that way, so they went 3-on-2 in their protection toward number 31, and that allowed for Hendon Hooker to find Jalen Hyatt with a beautiful ball.
So Alabama, with a couple of early mistakes on special teams, has put them back in a hole again. Gibbs and McClellan both in the backfield with Bryce Young from the 14. Blitz coming off the corner. McClellan trying to pick it up. Got his block. Bryce Young. Flags are down. He's still on the move. Sidearms it over to Brooks. Ja'Cory Brooks down the sideline, but I think all of this is coming back.
Prior to the pass, holding, offense, number 2. The penalty is half the distance from the spot of the foul.
Well, Jace McClellan knew the blitz was coming, but when it came fast and hard, and he had to grab on for dear life. He gets run over, but he holding at the same time, and that's when the call on the running back. And then when Bryce starts scrambling around, you never know what's going to be called after that.
So that's going to walk it inside the 10 down to around the 7.
And I think you can give a little bit of credit to this Tennessee 100,000 here crowd, because last year in this game, the penalties went the other direction. It was Tennessee that had all the penalties and not Alabama, only 4 in the game.
Young's going to be throwing from his own goal line on 1st and 17. Oop, hold on.
Illegal motion, another penalty. So this is home field advantage, right? Last year in this game, Tennessee made it close, but they were penalized 12 times for 98 yards. Alabama just 4 for 30. They're already with 3 in the first quarter.
It's going to get a whole lot louder here in a second. Gibbs with the false start up to the top of your screen. And now Bryce Young is standing in his own end zone.
Same formation. Gibbs splits out, gets a zone look. Corner goes with him.
Bryce Young trying to be heard with his offensive line. Tennessee's going to bring the heat. Young over the middle, and it incomplete, dropped by Trayshawn Holden. He might still be running had he held that ball.
Yeah, so they did a 5-man rush, but it was a zone blitz. And when your 5 don't get to the quarterback, the zone is wide open. A perfect throw right through the arms. That's that zone blitz look. It's a nice gamble when you get there, but when you don't, there's big holes to throw to.
Trayshawn Holden on the sideline, knowing what could have been had he held on to that. Whoa! Snap goes through. Young running for his life, avoided a safety, and it's broken up on the sideline, intended for Ja'Cory Brooks. That was almost a disaster for Alabama.
The snap was very fast, but a great play to avoid a 2-point safety right there, right? I mean, he showed his ability to play any sport on this one. Watch it, like a shortstop or a point guard. Snap it, stay in bounds, and get rid of it.
Took it off the dribble.
Sure did.
3rd down and 20. Young, quick throw this time. Completes it. And Bondwood.
I think they stopped the play.
They did.
Yep. Another penalty.
I didn't hear the whistle, but you can't hear anything in here right now. And Nick Saban knows that for his offense. And there it is. Wasn't by much.
You know, and the big difference there, they weren't going to get a first down, but the position to punt the ball.
Exactly.
Big change here. Should they not be able to get anything on this retry?
Bryce Young was not planning on spending this much time standing in the checkerboard end zone. Unless it was on the other end.
Not backwards, that's for sure.
Well, they can't go much farther back. 3rd down and 22.
Tennessee has been very aggressive. They've been bringing people off the slot, zone blitzing on almost every play. Six rush.
Young got to get rid of it. He got hammered as he let it go by Jeremy Banks. And now they've got a kick with a short field in the end zone.
So they bring 4, they bring 5 with the zone blitz, and now on 3rd and long, they bring 6, and they're coming. And Jeremy Banks sees a lane, and he takes it.
Boy, and if Bryce Young couldn't feel his shoulder being a problem before that hit, he's going to feel that one for a minute or two. James Burnip. Now this is not the amount of space that he wanted to try to kick this thing.
That turned out to be a 20-yard penalty to delay a game.
Got rid of it in a hurry. Short kick, though, really short. Just going to roll around the 35-yard line.
So think about that. The ball was nearly out to the 20, and now it's on the 35 after the exchange. What a difference.
A 33-yard punt. And so Tennessee, with a 5-minute mark of the first quarter, has got a touchdown lead and great field position. Hendon Hooker and the Volunteer offense back out there at the 35.
So that Alabama defense that had so many pressures last week against Texas A&M, that front now needs to make a play because in the secondary, they're having trouble with these receivers.
Talk about a difference in field position between the two teams here in the first quarter. Blitz coming. Hooker down the middle. On the run, Ramel Keaton. Another first down inside the 20.
So Ramel Keaton is playing because Cedric Tillman is not. But look how open he is. Great space, again, matched up against the safety Helms that time. And the stem and the route is perfect.
Jalen Wright. Got about 5 more. Down in the red zone where Tennessee is perfect this year. Not too many teams can make that claim. They're 28 out of 28, 22 of them touchdowns. And they've got it inside the 15 down to the 12.
And so now you'll see them stay on the field, force Alabama to not be able to substitute. And will they think 4-down territory? Will they kick a field goal?
Third down and 2. Pump fakes one way, comes back the other. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown.
So Tennessee is known for their wide splits, but this time they don't use a wide split. Confuses Alabama. Perfect call. 3rd and short. Ball delivered for Hyatt, can take it on the run. And another score.
AT&T 5G pylon cam gave you that last look as he got to the corner and the pylon for the score. They're going to take a look at this one, I think.
So I guess it would be his feet were in, but was the ball in?
After video review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
2 close ones, but both time the review, nothing that could overturn either call from the field.
Extra point coming up from Chase McGrath.
You know what I like that he didn't do? Reach out, because that's when you fumble it through the back of the end zone. Keep it tight and cross it.
(21-7) Tennessee. An Alabama defense that's only been allowing 12.5 points a game. We still got time left in the first quarter, and it's 21-7. Well, our quarterback's thrown 2 touchdown passes to Jalen Hyatt today. And Bryce Young is trying to get Alabama on track, but their field position's been horrible.
And the Bama secondary has not been able to cover anyone.
No.
You know, for a lot of these games, you could feel that the Bama receivers had the edge. In this game, at the best, it's a toss-up. Bama's receivers younger. This Tennessee wide receiver group believes they can beat anybody out there.
If you told me in the first quarter this was going to be Alabama's 4th kickoff return, I'd have said I don't think so, but it is. Paxton Brooks, a busy kicker, hasn't had to punt, which is what he normally does. Jahmyr Gibbs waits at the goal line. He'll get a chance, but decides to decline that chance. And they'll bring it out to the 25.
So Alabama has been struggling. Illegal procedures, penalties on kickoffs, delay a game, drop balls. It's been a little bit of everything. Miscommunication, bad snap, miscommunication in the secondary on an easy touchdown pass for Tennessee. So far, the fundamentals have not been there for this Nick Saban team.
At least Bryce Young should be able to hear out there standing at the 20. A little better than on the last non-drive. Play clock down to 2. Got the snap away. Gibbs, little hesitation, and plows his way for a couple as we check in with Jenny. McClellan in the backfield with Young. 3 wideouts to his right. And now Jahmyr Gibbs will join him in the backfield, and again reverse field out in the flat. Young's in trouble. Again has to throw off balance, incomplete, and a flag.
I think they're going to get holding in the secondary against Tennessee this time. This Tennessee defense has lost one of their starting corners, has not backed down. They're playing man-to-man all over the field.
Gibbs. He's always one step away. That was their best run of the day. The 9-yard pickup by Gibbs. Second down and short. Gibbs again. A little hesitation and then rolls forward. Got the first down.
Decision made right before the game. Kamal Hayden, number 5 for Tennessee, also is not playing. So they've actually lost 2 of their top 3 corners out in the game.
Young on first down. Zips it out to the near sideline, and they're going to call it a catch. They will.
And that's Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay, that's a wide receiver catch by a running back.
Yep.
Okay.
After video review, the ruling is an incomplete pass. The ball becomes second down at the 49-yard line of Alabama.
So second down and 10 at the 49. Young completes it to Latu, the tight end, and he's got a first down. Pickup of 17. Short over the middle. Again, Latu. Nope, I beg your pardon. That's Kobe Prentice. Got him inside the 30. Rolling sevens right now, but they're 14 behind. Young got rid of it. The man in his face got it to Gibbs. This one is a catch. Here he is on the ground, and Jahmyr Gibbs down inside the 10.
That's a beautiful job by the running back on that play.
Nick Saban told us last night he hasn't had a guy that set up blocks as well as Gibbs in quite a while. Here he is just trying to power inside the 5. Got it to the 4. And the first quarter will come to a close on that run.
Well, this has lived up to billing, hasn't it?
So far, 21-7 at the end of one. The Volunteers try to snap a 15-game losing skid against Alabama. They're off to a good start. The Home Depot SEC on CBS brings us into the second quarter with number 6 Tennessee leading number 3 Alabama 21-7. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jenny Dell with you in our CBS crew. Last season, Tennessee had a 14-7 lead at the end of one. Alabama ended up running away with it in the fourth quarter. And now they're trying to get their second touchdown as we've switched ends. They got it at the 3-yard line. It's funny. During that last couple of minutes, this whole crowd just took a big, deep breath. You could hear a pin drop in here almost because they've been crazy for 15 minutes. And now it's start to get warm again.
I felt we did too. We didn't even talk to each other.
No, we didn't. Second down and goal.
Extra
Two tight ends.
Extra offensive
Shift.
lineman in the game.
Gibbs got a yard. That's it.
Number 85 is Kendall Randolph for Alabama. He also wears 60. He's a guard, but he lines up at tight end a lot.
That's a big tight end. Third down and goal.
And if they don't make it, Nick Saban's going to have to make a decision, right?
Yep. Young's going to bring McClellan into the backfield with him. from just outside the 2. Bryce Young looking left, had to get rid of it, knocked down near the goal line. Somebody got a hand on it.
I think it was Mitchell, number 10, right up the, just came and got it right. Just back it up. It looked like an all-out blitz, but backed up, knocks it down.
There'll be a 21-yard attempt.
I like taking the points here. 3 points.
And it's up and good. And Reichard's kick won't be returned. And Hendon Hooker, 2 touchdown passes already to Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Wright in the backfield with him. And no gain on that one.
I don't think Jalen Wright was ready for that.
First 3 possessions. Field position's been great, and it hadn't taken him very long. That's Hyatt in motion. Hooker down the middle, had it knocked down, incomplete as we check in with Jenny. To'oto's coming to. Hooker hesitates, then goes complete, but it's not going to be a first down. Got it to Princeton Fant.
Well, the 2 veteran safeties for Alabama.
Kool-Aid McKinstry way back on the other end, awaiting this punt. And wobbler off the side of his foot, takes a big hop. McKinstry faked like he was going to take the ball, and now the ball is loose. Tennessee says they have it. Did it touch an Alabama player? I guess it did.
I think Robinson, number 34, thinks the ball is touched by McKinstry, and he thinks it's a free ball. He goes for it, and that's what causes the turnover.
Another mistake by Alabama's special teams.
He felt that the ball must have hit his teammate, so he had to pick it up.
Tennessee with another golden opportunity. Christian Charles with the fumble recovery. And at the 40-yard line, short field again for the Vols offense. Hooker wide open. Ramel Keaton inside the 10.
Again, stack your receivers. A little bit of motion. That gets Alabama off. Allows the open space to throw to. Beautiful play.
31-yard pickup to the 9. And now driving to the 5. Jamari Spalding still going, and so's the pile. And look at that offensive line. And now we got some pushing and shoving at the end of the play.
They'll go fast again. They'll run the same play.
They spotted just outside the 2.
Remember, you can keep it. All these plays have a keep to it as well for the quarterback.
Second down a goal just outside the 2. 3 minutes into the second quarter. Tennessee threatening again after the botched punt return situation for Alabama. Gave them the ball at the 40. Now they're 2 yards away from the end zone. And it's the fullback Fant. He's in. Touchdown.
So how about this? Tennessee brings in an extra tight end, moves Fant to fullback, takes the snap from under center, and hands it to the fullback for a touchdown.
And watch this second effort right there. Third effort maybe.
They went old school on Alabama now.
How about that?
And the big miscue on the punt costs Alabama.
Fans are getting their money's worth right now. Chase McGrath for the point after.
And the tough thing for Bama's secondary, they can't cover them. They're not even close on these throws to covering the Tennessee wide receivers.
Extra point is good. Again, it all started on the fumble right there on the punt return. Christian Charles covered it at the 40. And a minute later, and 3 plays later, Princeton Fant from 2 yards out. It's 28-10 Tennessee. Thanks, Zook. 28-10. You can't get an offense like Tennessee a short field and expect to be on top on the scoreboard, and that's what's happened. Alabama 3 times already. And boy, Tennessee's taking advantage of it, Gary.
Sure have. And they've stayed balanced. When they get the ball back, we'll show you. They are continuing to run and throw. Obviously, 8 for 10 throwing the ball.
Yeah. Gibbs will take it on the run at the 1. Nice job on the special teams at Tennessee. Now it's time for our hometown connection presented by T-Mobile. Here's Jenny.
Yeah, I spoke with Peyton Manning pregame. He took a moment to look around back at his old home. He told me that the players deserve this type of atmosphere. This is exactly how it used to be every Saturday in the 90s. Now, as far as Hendon Hooker goes, Peyton is a huge fan. He likes how Hooker is a quick decision maker. He doesn't count on his legs until he needs to. Guys, the guy, they text every week. Add that to his list of mentors.
Well, they're celebrating the 25th anniversary of that 97 SEC title team. Peyton and the Vols went 11-2 that year. And he is enjoying this one a couple booths above us. Gibbs broke 1 tackle, got about 3 out of it. Maybe both. A lot of football left. Chase McClellan. Yeah, that's a good gain for Alabama all the way out across the 40. Pickup of 18, first down. McClellan now on the ground. And Chase McClellan's got 10 more. Young swings it out to McClellan this time. And he gets about 5 more, tripped up by Tamarian McDonald. Now it is a handoff. McClellan with the cutback and only got about a yard out of that as Wesley Walker came up to make the stop.
So you don't say this too often about Alabama, but they need to give their defense a blow here too.
Yeah.
They need a drive.
Largest deficit in 3 years. This town has been lit up since about Tuesday night. Third down and 4.
They're 1 for 4, as you can see, on third down so far.
Latu, the tight end, on the move. Jahmyr Gibbs has got the first down and more. 1st and 10 at the 37. Quick throw out. Ja'Cory Brooks broke 1 tackle, got a first down, picked up about 12 before he's run out of bounds. Young rips one complete to Latu down around the 13 and another Alabama first down. First down at the 13. 3 receivers to Bryce Young's left, but they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, what a move by Jahmyr Gibbs. 1 touchdown, 1 field goal in their 2 red zone trips. This is their 3rd at the 7-minute mark of the first half. JoJo Earl in motion. Young on the run. He hasn't run yet today. Sidearms it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ja'Cory Brooks. Friday on CBS, it's TV's #1 news series from producer Jerry Bruckheimer. Critics call Fire Country compelling, explosive, and pure entertainment. Fire Country, new episode, Friday, 9, 8 Central on CBS. You want compelling, explosive, pure entertainment? We got it right here.
Well, there's no backing down. It's like a track meet. You
Yep.
slow down, the guy's going to pass you.
That's right. And now it's time to do Project Smarter, presented by the Home Depot.
Well, let's talk about Josh Heupel. We first saw him playing quarterback for Oklahoma. Then he entered the SEC as the offensive coordinator for Missouri. Had Drew Lock pitching and catching it for a while. Then he got his first head coaching job. Everywhere Josh went, offense followed.
Exactly.
You got it.
And it's followed him here to Knoxville in his 2nd season. Comes in with a 12-6 mark. unbeaten at 5-0 coming into this one, and in front of number 3 Alabama by 11. Hendon Hooker, he's going to run and goes down, hit from behind. To'o got a piece of him. He got about 9 out of it though.
So the way that Tennessee lines up real wide across the field, they don't attack the middle of the field that much in the passing game, but the quarterback run does.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps those linebackers honest.
Jabari Small, he's got a first down. The quarterback comparison, we continue to update it for you. 2 of the best around in the same game. Hooker. That one incomplete.
Yeah,
and we got a flag though.
Yeah, I think we're going to get one called on this.
Brian Branch maybe?
Yep.
Only 1 Tennessee penalty. And the 8th one on Alabama right there puts the ball at the 49-yard line.
You jinxed him.
No. Mincy, the guilty party. All the touchdown drives under 2 minutes. Time of possession means nothing to Tennessee.
Yep. Fast. Fun. Come here. Play fast. Have fun.
So first time they've been a little bit behind the sticks, even though it's still first down. 1st and 15. Hooker, plenty of time. Lobs it over the middle. To'o almost had an interception. Now we should have an offside on Alabama, I think. Meanwhile, throw goes complete out to midfield. Jacob Warren, the tight end.
Offside, defense number 47. 5-yard penalty is enforced in the previous spot. Repeat, second down.
So the gain was what, 7 yards or something like that? So, you're giving up 2 yards to get another down. Pretty easy call for Josh Heupel.
We got Byron Youngs on both teams. This one happened to be on Alabama. Byron Young. Empty backfield. Hendon Hooker going to flare it out to Small. Got a block from his tight end, Jabari Small. Nice gain.
Again, another one of those plays. All 3 receivers for Tennessee were blocking. The ball was just going to Small.
And they are hustling right now. Hooker, first down run.
So remember, on those Mayday calls, when they go fast, they've got a play they're going to run, inside handoff. But you can always keep it. That's the freedom in this offense the quarterback can have.
That got it to the 39 and another first down. Tennessee changes up personnel. So does Alabama defensively.
With Will Anderson on the sideline now, too.
Jalen Wright comes back in the tailback spot for the Volunteers. There's Will on the sideline getting a breather. 1st and 10, Tennessee. Hooker looked left, now looks back to the right, and now looks at the turf. DJ Dale with a sack. Hooker on 2nd and long. He'll flare it out to Wright. Wright got to the 41 maybe.
2nd and long, 3-man rush. Pete Golding dials up, coordinator for Nick Saban in Alabama. Again, go fast. Keep that cheetah package that Alabama used so successfully against A&M last week on the sideline. The guys out there have to rush.
Alabama calls it the cheetah package. Tennessee calls it the rabbit package. You got to have cool names like that. You got to have a cool quarterback like this guy. Didn't get the first down.
And that was a cool tackle by number 10 right there. That's a tough open field tackle. Got the quarterback hit space. Good athlete. And Henry To'oTo'o wraps him up.
This would be at the extent range-wise of the field goal kicker, Chase McGrath. So it's kind of no man's land, and they're going to go for it on 4th down and 6. Jalen Wright was about to come in motion out of the backfield. Now he backpedals to join his quarterback as the play clock winds down.
Or at least take a timeout with 1 second to go. So if they don't make it, you don't give Alabama a lot of time.
All right, Zook, thank you. 2:47 left, second quarter here.
So here's the decision for Josh Heupel. Remember, if they don't make it here, you're handing the ball off to Bryce Young with plenty of time to get another shot at a touchdown, and they start the second half with the ball again.
Alabama has all its timeouts remaining, and they do bring the offense back on the field. Thought maybe he was going to reconsider this, and he did not. 4th down and 6. Will Anderson on the left side of the Alabama defensive line. And he's coming. Hooker got rid of it. Deep ball. Just overshot his intended receiver, Ramel Keaton.
That's that blitz look with coming off the edge with the linebacker Banks.
Young throws complete low. Kobe Prentice, and Prentice out to the 39. Young down the middle, throws a strike again. Remaining first half. Alabama trying to cut in to an 11-point Tennessee lead here before the break. Young completes it to Latu on the run. And Latu's got it down to the 22-yard line with 1:38 to go in the half. Bryce Young backpedals, scans the field, goes out of the end zone and into somebody's hands in row 1.
They would stay away from that.
It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what Gene was just saying, and they did not call targeting. So Gene's right on it. Draw play. And a great play. Defensive lay by Aaron Beasley.
So the play was stopped up. Gibbs had to gather his steps, and that allowed Beasley, who had a man-to-man, to close the gap and make the tackle. Before Gibbs could get started, Beasley was able to get to him and make the play.
Even if Alabama doesn't pick up this first down, they're in Will Reichard's field goal range. And if he kicks one here before the break, it's going to be a one-possession game at halftime. 3rd down and 15. Young fires far side, cradled at the 11 by
I don't think so.
No?
I thought he called it incomplete as well.
Yep.
Well, could have had it. Nice play from the secondary that time by Rucker to get in there and just cause a little bit of a jostle, and the ball hit the ground clearly.
Will Reichard will try a 43-yard field goal. Reichard to try to make it a one-score game. And he's got it. Alabama gets points before halftime. It's 28-20. You would think this would be our halftime score, but the way this game has gone today, don't be so sure. 36 seconds left in the half. Tennessee by 8 and about to get the kickoff. Jimmy Holiday stands back in his end zone awaiting the kick from Will Reichard. And it won't be returned, so they'll come out to the 25 with Hendon Hooker at the controls, and he has been under control all season long and does a lot of things well.
Yeah, his eyes tells him to run, and when he does, he's very good at it. He's got that nice pocket from the offensive line, and then when he sees a chance for a touchdown with the safety squatting,
perfect.
Beautiful ball, wasn't it?
That was perfect. So he's had a remarkable first 2 quarters. And let's see if they even attempt to do anything here in the final half minute. 10 of 14, 149. And
I know, doesn't it seem like he's thrown about 25 balls?
Yeah. Seems like Jalen Hyatt's caught about 6 of them, but he has 2 touchdowns. We know that part.
Still have obviously 2 timeouts left.
And going to be a quick throw. Got it out across the 30. And the tight end picks up 7 or 8. And they're lining up to go for more. 2nd down and 2. 20 seconds to go in a half. Hooker going to run again and slides for a first down. at the 37. Clock starts down to 12. Hooker standing tall in the pocket, fires far side, completes it, trying to get out of bounds. Short of the first down is Princeton Fant again.
I'll tell you, Dallas Turner thought he had one there. Number 15, edge rusher, outside linebacker. He's jumping as high as he's 6'4". Watch him jump for this ball and pound the ground. He thought he had it.
Not quite. So there's 3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, all they got is a Hail Mary, right?
Yep.
To bring in Josh Dobbs to throw this one. Seen him do it. But I don't see any Juwan Jennings, do you?
No. Most points against Alabama. 28 here with 1 play left in the quarter. He's still shaking his head. Dallas Turner.
Yep.
I had it. Mr. Danielson thought I had it.
Yep.
I didn't have it.
He thought he had it.
Now they're going to bring Joe Milton in.
Must have a deeper arm, right?
That's right. The backup quarterback.
Or they don't want him to have the interception at the end of the half. I know I don't like him at the end of the half like that.
All right, Joe hasn't thrown one yet. He's going to wind up and let it rip. Down to the goal line, tipped, and almost caught. Wow. Well, they gave it a shot.
I know the Peyton Manning watching this loves this. The backup quarterback coming in to throw the Hail Mary at the end of the half, but it was really close.
Sure was. Heart-stopping final 3 seconds. Halftime. Volunteers try to snap a 15-game losing streak to the Crimson Tide. Through 2 quarters, they have it 28-20. It's down to Jenny.
Coach, it's a 1-possession game, but mental mistakes and errors. What do you need to do to continue getting the train back on the tracks?
We played about as bad as we could play in the first half, especially on defense. A lot of penalties, bad error on special teams to basically give them a score. So, but we're still in the game. So, we got to come out and play better. Both sides of the ball, we got to eliminate the penalties, get some turnovers. We just got to play our game.
Thanks for your time, Coach.
All right, thank you.
And that's the story. Wrapped up very well by Nick Saban. End of the first half. Smokey and the Volunteers lead 28-20 as we send you at Adam Zucker in our New York studio for the Geico Halftime Report. The Home Depot SEC on CBS as we head into the third quarter. Number 3 Alabama, number 6 Tennessee, and the Volunteers with an 8-point lead here at Neyland Stadium on the 3rd Saturday of October, and it's been pretty much everything we expected, and maybe then some. Will Reichert will tee it up. Jimmy Holiday waits on the other end. And he will take a knee, not bring it out. They'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. We bring it back to the booth. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jenny's down on the field. Fun game first half, kind of everything we expected. Huh?
It was. I'm going to ask you a question now. There are a lot of people interested in the game, a lot of people betting both sides of it. Do you think anybody right now would change their bet if they could? I don't think so.
No?
I think both sides believe.
I don't know who the favorite is. I don't even care.
I don't either. I don't mean anything about support. I'm talking about if they believe Tennessee was going to win, I still think they believe. I think if they believe Alabama was going to win, they still think Alabama was going to win.
I understand now. Sometimes you
Takes
cloud
time.
things up and then you
takes
clear it up
time.
just
Yep,
like that.
Got to do it. Got to keep grinding.
Hooker incomplete. Trying to get it out to his tight end. As we take a look at the first half game trends. 9th straight game with multiple touchdown passes for Hendon. Bryce Young looked good coming back from his injury. 205 yards throwing the ball, and the quick strike offense of Tennessee, as they haven't had to take too long to get in the end zone on their touchdown drives. Second down at 10. Hooker going to run out of the pocket. Little high step to get around To'o, who brings him down, but not before he's very close to a first down.
Again, in this passing attack, they usually throw outside the hashes, sometimes even outside the numbers a lot. But that's the middle of the field attack, the quarterback scramble.
And he does it one more time straight ahead for the first down.
And remember, we told you the theme of this Tennessee offense when we talked to Alex Golesh, their offensive coordinator, is we don't want to give up on the running game. They did not. They rushed for 81 yards in the first half.
First down at the 39 on the RPO. Hooker lobs it across the middle, complete. And Small with a couple of nice moves in the first down. And he might be shaken up. A little slow to get up.
They run the hurry up fast offense, but I see it when I see Hendon Hooker run this thing. I think of John Wooden. Remember, he used to coach hurry but don't rush.
That's right.
And that's exactly what I look at when I watch Hendon play quarterback in this hurry up. He seems calm in the pocket.
I think Small was a little shaken up. He goes out of the lineup. Jalen Wright comes in at the tailback spot.
Big space on the slot there. Look how much space.
Looked like that was going to be maybe an option, and that went nowhere.
No space there.
No. Will Anderson and Brian Branch on 2nd and 13. Deep strike, wide open. Oh, and he overshot him. Ramel Keaton. And Hendon Hooker saying he just needed to keep running.
Yeah, 3-man rush, but I think it was number 3 that fell down on the play. Bump and run coverage to the outside, and he just falls down. Did Arnold. Accurate throw, obviously, would have been a walk-in almost.
I think Hooker did not realize that he got his feet tangled up a little bit over there.
But he was letting it go. He thought it was going to be bump coverage all the way. You're right.
All right, Jenny, thanks. The official pointed in the wrong direction when he called the penalty. So it's 3rd down at 8. And Jalen Wright, a couple yards shy of the first down.
Well, obviously they're in 4-down territory, right? To call that on 3rd down, take the ball out of your quarterback's hand.
4th down and 2.
Well, they got.
And they're going out to the tight end. He's going to have to drive for it. He won't get there. First down, Alabama. Those 10 minutes of our life we'll never get back. A one-score game, and the Heisman Trophy winner's got it back in his hands. Out to Jahmyr Gibbs, and a swarming Volunteer defense drops him for about a 4-yard loss. Second down, 13. Young has a quick word with Jahmyr Gibbs in the Alabama backfield. And now Gibbs trots out as a wide receiver.
Yeah, man indication, man-to-man indication here.
Young going to go that way. And caught by Burton. 36-yard pickup. Now it's back to Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs puts his foot in the ground and goodbye. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Alabama. Young. Down the middle, it's tipped and then it's caught. Fair catch, taken at the goal line. Well, Invesco brings you today's Scholar Athletes. Malachi Moore from Alabama and Jacob Warren, who just came up short on that 4th down throw for Tennessee. Invesco is proud to support student athletes on and off the field with a donation of $1,000 to both Alabama and Tennessee's general scholarship funds. There's Bill O'Brien, offensive coordinator. 18 unanswered. And now we're going to have to see that Tennessee offense put it back into drive. They're stuck in neutral right now. And that's a quarterback draw all the way for Hendon Hooker. And they got about 3 before Branch brought him down. Brian Branch, good open field tackler. Jalen Wright stays in at the tailback spot. And he'll get the carry. Off the left side, and Jalen Wright holding on to the ball with both hands. He's had a couple of fumble problems in the last few weeks, but he held out of that one and got a first down.
It is interesting. We get the ability to talk to these coordinators and coaches on Friday, and one thing Alec Golesh said to us, I can't give up too fast on the run, otherwise these big pass plays won't be there.
There's a pass play that's there. Jalen Hyatt, touchdown. There's the answer from the Tennessee offense.
They stack those receivers. It begins the play, looks like he's just going out, and then he goes long. Oh, the little bend to the outside, and there he goes.
This guy's becoming a star. Number 11, number 5's helping him become a star.
It's a tough matchup, though, for Alabama. You got a safety on a free release, kind of a double move, not enough time, no pass rush, perfect throw. He's had 2 other big ones. He missed them. Didn't miss that one.
And McGrath missed the extra point.
Whoa.
So not so quickly. Hit the left upright and no good. With 10:16 remaining in the third quarter. The long ball and the third touchdown catch for Jalen Hyatt puts the Volunteers back in front. The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by AT&T, Sonic, Dr. Pepper, and by Gillette. Vol Navy having some fun out there on the Tennessee River. Inside, 102,000 having some fun if you're a Tennessee fan, as they have the lead right now. Don't forget, coming up a little bit later, we'll have the play of the game presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
We've had a lot of great plays. We got a feeling we're going to see a lot more great ones.
We're going to have to filter through them a little bit.
Yes, tough choice.
And Jahmyr Gibbs just going to let this one go. Alabama will come out to the 25-yard line as we take a look at the Dr. Pepper SEC standings, both East and West. Tennessee trying to keep pace with Georgia in the East. Ole Miss a winner earlier today. Alabama also undefeated. So there's 4 undefeateds right there, and one of them won't be before we're done. And from the SEC East, Josh Heupel with a high five to Jalen Hyatt on his 3rd touchdown reception, the hat trick for Hyatt. Alabama has scored on its last 4 possessions. Field goal, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. Every time this guy touches it, you start thinking about touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs for 3.
And just remember when Nick Saban took the points with the field goal. Didn't push it, relaxed, took the field goal, long football game ahead of him, ends it up, but can they cover? That's the problem. So far this offense is being able to match up the speed receivers on Alabama's safeties, and it's hurting them right now.
2nd down, 7. Latu, the tight end, on the move. Bryce Young loads it, lets it fly. Incomplete. Intended for Isaiah Bond and broken up back there in the secondary.
Ball was a bit underthrown to Deshaun Rucker, 28. In the football game because Kamal Hadden is injured. Number 5, usually in that spot, makes the play.
Little face mask to boot. That wasn't called. 3rd down and 7.
They're going to come after him. They've done it all game. They continue.
Slant, complete, and a first down. Young sidearms it out again to Prentice. Prentice got to the edge, got about 9 before he steps out of bounds. Gibbs with the move to get the first down. And follows blocking beautifully as we're about set to test your knowledge with today's trivia question. Our Aflac trivia question: which was the last SEC East team to defeat Alabama? Young down the middle, overshot Prentice.
Going right down the middle field, no free safety. Tennessee had a couple they could have hit earlier. I think Bryce Young thought Prentice was going to move to the middle of the field on that one. Remember, Prentice just a true freshman. Bryce Young
still learning those guys.
Yeah, and the other guys he had were pretty good that just left the last 2 years.
I'd say. Bryce Young all by himself in the Alabama backfield on 2nd and 10. Looking left, scrambling right. And finally pulls up, plants, and gets it to Burton. 5 passes on this drive. That's last 2.5 minutes now. Jase McClellan in the Alabama backfield. The ball comes out complete to Bond. Last year he threw for 371 and 2 touchdowns.
You know what we don't talk about anymore? His shoulder.
Nope. Getting ready to use it again. Fires complete. Latu. They've got it at the 10-yard line. Alabama with a flag down.
False start. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
J.C. Latham jumped. So that'll back it up to the 15.
So I believe Kendall Randolph was in there, the extra offensive lineman. So there was confusion over there, and then Latham goes, what am I doing here? I'm a little confused the other side, and he moves.
Oh, they've got a little more room to work. Back at the 15. Bond in motion. Jahmyr Gibbs off the right side, a stiff arm, and he's not going to get away from Banks. Nice job by Jeremy Banks to hang on to.
Little mutual respect from both those guys, too. Finally, someone corrals number 1 and takes a proper angle. It's Jeremy Banks. When they get up, they both look at each other and go, well, somebody finally got me.
Second and goal. Young to Gibbs in the flat. Not going to get there, but he got to the 2. Tennessee, do they jump in? They did. It's worked its way to the 5-minute mark remaining third quarter. I backfield, Jase McClellan, the tailback in the eye, and Bryce Young, I don't think liked the looks of that from the big get-go. 34-28. A little less than 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Please join all of us here at CBS Sports as we proudly celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. So a timeout called with Alabama, the Tennessee 1-yard line.
So a lot of look. Remember, both sides trying to deceive the other side. 6 offensive linemen in the game. Number 85 is an offensive lineman. He was in the last time. Just one.
Now Burton on the move. McClellan broke 1 tackle. He'll get to the corner. Touchdown, Alabama.
Late flag. I wonder if Ekiyor, number 55, got a late hold on the play.
That would negate a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's a call.
Holding offense, number 54. 10-yard penalty from the previous stop. Repeat, third down.
Well, that definitely changes the complexion of 3rd and goal. It was on Trayvon Flowers.
I think they called the wrong number. I think it was Ekiyor 55. Steen goes, I didn't hold anyone. I think they just called the wrong number. It was one player in 55 instead of 54.
And now it's 3rd down and goal at the 11. Big penalty there. Gibbs back at the tailback spot for Alabama.
Man-to-man all across those 3 wide receivers out there, and another delay of game.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. And 3rd down.
So down here with 3rd and goal, they've had to use a timeout, they've had a penalty, and they've had a delay of game, and they scored on one of those plays.
And there's the delay of game penalty right there. You saw Nick Saban go, just calm down. Then Bryce Young came out, said to the offense the same thing. He's going, we got him right where we want him. We're back at the 16-yard line. 3rd down and goal. Clock winding down again. Just got that one away. Bryce Young, delayed blitz, got away from it. Got away again. Waiting for a blocker and now throws to the end zone. Incomplete. And a flag down. And the flags flow in from both directions.
I thought Brooks pulled down the Tennessee defender on that play.
Now it's an automatic 1st down.
Well, they're back where they are, but it's 2 downs earlier. But boy, what a break for Alabama, because that penalty could have gone the other direction easily.
1st and goal at the 2. Jahmyr Gibbs. You can forget about that. Touchdown, Alabama.
All right, so it's happening right here. Okay, keep your eye. Who's pulling who down on the play? They're jostling.
And that sets him up for number 1 to go to the end zone. And a 1-point Alabama lead. Alabama's got its first lead with 4:27 remaining in the 3rd quarter. They trailed 28-10. They've scored on 5 consecutive drives, either field goals or touchdowns, and that last touchdown put them in front. Let's go back to a very costly Tennessee penalty.
And Ness, you said it right. Bryce Young did a Houdini act, but on the right side of your screen here, you'll see the tangle and who's pulling who down. But I will say this, Ja'Cory Brooks sold it.
He sure did.
And you know, whatever it was, it ain't going to change. And Brooks did a good job of selling the official that he got hit and jostled. Both sides arguing on the play.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day has given Alabama the 1-point advantage. Jabari Smalls back in at tailback for the Volunteers from the 25. And he'll get the carry. And Jabari Small, the nice cut, and got 9 yards. Jordan Battle brought him down at the end of this play. 2nd down and 1. Small again. He's got the 1st down. Raheem Otis went on the stop that time. We asked you the Aflac trivia question a little bit earlier, which was the last SEC East team to defeat Alabama? Well, the folks in Georgia knew the answer to that one. The championship game. Tennessee 2nd down and 6 as we approach 3.5 minutes in the 3rd. They fake it to Small and going to go deep. Far sideline. That's out of bounds.
Nice catch though, huh?
Great catch.
And that's a zone man indicator right there. The quick motion. to get the read or whether they want to change the play or not.
Hooker got hit as he threw, and it is intercepted. Gibbs for about 3. That'll take us down under 3. $262 passes ago. And that was a costly one, considering how well Alabama's offense is churning right now. 2nd and 7. Bryce Young, empty backfield, set to throw again. Across the middle, on the run. It's looking for more. Throws it out. Gibbs not going to get away this time. Lost a couple.
And this is where you really, as a Tennessee defensive player, have to keep your wits about you. Ball's moving, other teams having a success. You got to go back to your fundamentals, do what the coach told you all week, and just do your job. Don't try to make a play outside of the defense. Really hard to play defense when somebody's got a roll like this on him.
2nd down and 12. Young's thrown it 37 times. Number 38 is coming up right here. Short across the middle and a short gain for Kobe Prentice. Trayvon Flowers brought him down.
Interesting area of the field here for Alabama. It'd be a really long field goal, and a punt, you know, if it goes out of the end zone, ain't much worth it. So see what happens. Do they need about 6 yards for a field goal, and obviously 8 for a first down?
Reichard's career long is 51 against Texas. Then there's some motion in the backfield, and there comes the flag. Latu got out of his stance.
False start. Offense, number 81.
So he's
3rd down.
So Latu's in a 2-point stance, and you're allowed to move, but you can't make a sharp movement as if it's not a motion that he was going into. It was an unnatural move, and that's why they called it.
So now it's 3rd and 13. They got to get all the way to the 30-yard line for a first down, or get some of this back to give their field goal kicker a chance.
You got to have a feeling here that if they don't get pressure on number 9, anything can happen.
3 wideouts to his right. Young looks that way, goes that way, completes it. Prentice got to the 40. That's it.
I'll tell you what, I think it was Byron Young, number 6, that gets the pressure and the big hit on him this time. It is Byron Young. Watch the hit again.
Ooh, man, he's taking some shots today. He's taken more hits today than I think the last 2 years combined, hasn't he? Seems like it.
Coming right at you. You can feel him. You can hear him. You almost know he's coming. When that stunt comes and you feel him turn in the corner, you know you're going to get hit.
We played 3 quarters between number 3 and number 6. It's a dandy. We got 15 more to go. Stick around. Alabama too far out for a field goal attempt with the line of scrimmage at the 40, and too far on 4th down that they need 10, so they're going to punt. This will be the first Alabama punt since the first quarter. Burnett sends it to the far side. It lands at about the 2 and bounces back. Scooped at around the 6-yard line. Nice job by Burnett. Now backed up now to the 6-yard line after a good punt by Burnett. Tennessee's offense has got their hands back on it and finally prevented any further damage by the Alabama offense. Hendon Hooker from the goal line throws, completes. About a 9-yard gain out to his favorite target, Jalen Hyatt, who's caught 3 touchdown passes today.
And just think about this Tennessee team. Remember, they're doing this all without their go-to receiver, Tillman, in this football game.
Small driving run carrying Brian Branch with him. First down, Tennessee.
To give you an idea, Cedric Tillman caught 7 balls for 152 in this game a year ago. Not out there.
Imagine when they get him back, huh?
Yep.
Going to be even more dangerous than they already are. Hooker down the middle, got him on the fly. It's Hyatt again, and he's going to take it. Touchdown, Tennessee. 78 yards.
Same routine. Stack receiver gets to the safety, and he never slows down. Stack receiver gets inside to the safety, and he's gone. Can't match up, too much speed. He's by him, throws it on a dart. It's over.
What a game for number 11. Career long, both for the quarterback and the receiver. 194 yards, 5 receptions, 4 of them touchdowns.
And they're going to go for 2, obviously.
Trying to make it a 7-point game. That's Hyatt in motion. It's a shovel pass inside and a walk-in for Preston Fant. 2-pointers good.
What a football game. This offense, this design of Josh Heupel is freeing up those receivers. The Alabama safeties are not matching up. They're running right by them.
Hendon Hooker, 4 touchdown passes, and then the 2-point conversion. And on this one, he scanned the field. He sees number 11 is free, and it is over. 94-yard drive in 3 plays, less than a minute, and Tennessee in front by 7.
Questions about the arm?
10, 5, touchdown, Alabama.
Guns for the end zone. He's got a man there. The pass right in stride. Caught. He fumbles it, and Tennessee's recovered.
He's in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Alabama.
Crank up Rocky Top. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Look at our IHG Hotels and Resorts game recap. It's been fun. Let's put it that way. School record for Jalen Hyatt, Hendon Hooker, 4 touchdown passes. We still got a ways to go, man.
We do. You know, I feel like Nance, Romo, and Wolfson is not going to match this tomorrow. I know they got Bills Chiefs, but it's pretty good today.
It is. The Hooker Bryce Young matchup has been everything we hope those guys have tomorrow between the Bills and the Chiefs. And Neyland Stadium is rocking again. Alabama will work from the 25.
It has the feel of the last guy that gets the football, doesn't it? I mean, we're talking about, 2 quarterbacks that can't be stopped right now.
This has kind of reminded me of Tua against Joe when LSU played Alabama 3 years ago.
I mean, you get the feeling with these guys, they're going, good, I get to keep throwing.
That's right. You see what's at stake with that graphic. Obviously, the 15 straight wins since Nick Saban's arrival in Tuscaloosa.
It feels like it's up to both teams' front 4 or whatever else that can help them. If they don't get a pass rush, there's no way they can slow them down.
Gibbs in the backfield with Young. That's Latu in motion. Jahmyr Gibbs. Some tough yardage there. Picked up 3.
One of the great things about playing at a high level and being a great athlete, you have to respond. The guys you're playing with, you give them respect. They're going to score too, and you just have to keep answering. Keep answering the bell. Keep getting up and scoring, because that's the way this game's going to go.
The Hooker family looking on, hoping that Tennessee's defense can slow down number 9. Young getting some pressure. He's going to run. And takes another big hit. He was trying to slide and he didn't get down. Danico Slaughter let him have it.
Yeah, that was a bad slide, wasn't it? That was Bryce Young's, I think, first rush of the game, the first one I can remember, and he did not get down in time. It was a step.
And he's going to feel every one of those tomorrow.
He's got hit a lot today.
He really has. Third down and a yard. McClellan in the backfield will get the carry. Nice cut to the outside to get the first down.
Sure was. Ball was designed to go to the left side. McClellan hits the hole.
12 minutes and change. First and 10, Alabama. Isaiah Bond in motion. Bryce Young flips it sidearm out to Jahmyr Gibbs. Made one guy miss. A little hesitation step. And Gibbs, a big gain, and then he just trots out of bounds. Deshaun Rucker shaken up, and we'll check out him, and we'll take a quick timeout. The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Goodyear, Nissan, State Farm, and by Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. It's been a hard 3 quarters and 3 minutes in Knoxville. Tomorrow.
Yes, I've been watching Josh Heupel through this whole game. Calm, composed, scoreboards lighten up, and he's going, yeah, with that Oklahoma. Usually we get in the 50s before I get excited.
2 quarterbacks having sensational days. A vast difference from a week ago when it was Jalen Milroe, a much different kind of quarterback. First down. From the 33, here comes the heat. Got away, but not from the second wave, and it's big Omari Thomas.
Well, but no one blocked Byron Young, number 6. Their best pass rusher. Comes off the edges, has to be a bust. Everybody's got to account for the front 4. You got one guy coming right off the edge right here, clean as can be. Nobody blocks him. That is a bust of all busts.
And then number 21 is the one that cleaned up on a loss of 14. All the way back to the 47. Four-man rush this time. Young throws. Got it complete. JoJo Earl down the sideline. Missed handoff. And now Bryce Young is going to try to run for it. Got about a yard. If it was supposed to be a play fake, it was a funny looking one.
Yeah, he was going to fake it and throw it to the same guy, but Tennessee handled it in the flat. Nobody open to throw the ball to. I think he wanted to go to Gibbs on the play, and it was covered.
So he got what he could, which wasn't much. A yard pickup on the scramble. Little confusion right now, trying to be heard as well. Second down and goal at the 4. Gibbs still looking at the sideline. Young scrambles to his left, still looking. Now he'll run again, and he took a big shot at about the 1-yard line.
So after the game, I think they're going to ask Bryce Young, how's your shoulder? He goes, I don't know. Everything else is hurting right now.
That's right. Everything hurts. Man. Third and goal. From the 1. Gibbs in motion. Young throws for his tight end, in and out of his hands. Incomplete.
Everybody's got this play now. You send your big tight end just across the line, and then you post up. Go across the line, post up. Ball was thrown a little bit to the outside. He just couldn't handle it. too hot to handle. Placed perfectly.
4th down to go. If they stop this Tennessee's defense, this place is going to come unglued. Young will run for it again. No, the short pass this time. He's got his tight end. Touchdown, Alabama.
When you're good, you're good. These two guys are good.
Reichard to try to tie it, and he does. So a 5-minute, 23-second, 75-yard drive in 10 plays. And Bryce Young to his tight end for the touchdown. It is 42-42. They're going to bring out the kick. And shouldn't have.
Illegal block in the back. Return team number 19. The penalty is half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. It'll be first down, Tennessee.
Let's take a look at the GMC game changers.
And the attack has been from the stacked receiver on the safety. There, DeMarco Helms get beat twice, and then the last time Malachi Moore is in the same spot and he gets beat. They had the short pass, but when he gets in the slot, they give it to him. That time he didn't air it out, he gunned it to him. 4 touchdown passes. How about that?
All of Jalen Hyatt setting records today in the receiving end of Hendon Hooker's passes. But now they're going to have to work from a tough spot. Their own 5 with 8.5 to go. Hooker going to take off with it. Nice run. Got a first down.
I feel like the two head coaches are going to their defenses right now. Nick Saban to his guys, his proud defense. Josh Heupel, when this D's goes out there, one stop and we can win this game. Who's going to get the stop?
Hooker in some trouble. Goes forward for about 3.
It's almost like breaking serve, in tennis right now. Who can get the stop and not let that team score?
I was just going to say boxing match for who's going to get the last punch. There is a scoop and score from Dallas Turner. Alabama by 7.
So they took Alabama. Not only did they stop them, they did the KO punch like you said and knocked them out with it.
Man, they got nothing on us. We got 1,000 yards of offense. We got 91 points.
If the flights are kind to me tomorrow, I'll be sitting there ready to go.
I will be too. And the fair catch called for sure that time. These meetings, the other one went 5 overtimes. We still got a lot of time left though. Jalen Wright, and he just keeps moving. And he's taking Will Anderson and other guys with him.
So Jalen Wright had a lot of yards early in the year, but lately it's been Jamari Small that's been the leading carrier. Mostly a couple fumbles.
Yep.
How ironic. It was Small.
Well, that one came out at the end of the play too. And I think they're going to blow that one dead. So Tennessee keeps it. Dangerous though. Well, that play could have been another fumble out of, wow, nice catch. Right in front of the head coach.
It was, but for 1.5 yards.
Yeah. Again, we saw Keaton do this a couple weeks ago. Wright holds on to that one without a 7 minutes.
Here we go. 3rd and 6. It'd be tough to punt the ball back to Alabama.
It would be.
I mean, it'd be a tough decision to give them the ball without points right now.
There's our yardage. What I was talking about. Hendon Hooker looking for some more yardage.
Oh, pulled the string on it.
Incomplete.
And they're going to get
and
a pass.
flag.
Yeah, they're going to get a pass interference.
Brian Branch will get the penalty.
Remember, he did it earlier in the game, right when the receiver was
Pass
breaking.
interference. Defense number 14. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul, includes an automatic first down.
Inside the slot, grabs him with his left arm. Ball's halfway there, but I think it's a good call. Had his left arm inside, then his right arm wrapped around.
Way over 100 yards in penalty yards assessed against Alabama today.
Just as the receiver got to the top of his stem, that's when Branch interfered.
15 penalties, and that's what's been killing Alabama in recent weeks, and it's doing it again. Although the pass interference call on Tennessee in the end zone might be the penalty of the day if this Alabama lead holds. Hendon Hooker zips it down the middle. Branch is kind of looking around as if to say, I didn't do it again, did I? It was close. Intended for Jalen Hyatt. Got a little hand around.
Grabbed him with his left arm again. Jalen Hyatt turns around, nothing.
Right. Gets it inside the 45.
Been part of the game plan all day for Alex Golesh, offensive coordinator, to run the ball on second down. And that way it keeps the Alabama pass rush team off the field.
3rd down and 5. Wright picking his way through into the secondary and holding on to the ball. They're trying to rip it out of him. Jordan Battle made the stop, and it's a 1st down.
How about that? 2nd and 3rd down. Game on the line. Hand the ball off for 2 running plays.
1st down at the 33. Under 6 minutes. Right for about 3. To'oto'o's back in there holding on for dear life. Everybody's trying to rip the ball out of number 20's hands right now.
Jalen Wright goes 2 fumbles and everybody's trying to rip the ball out of the way.
Wonder why that happened.
Yes. Everybody watches tape.
Jabari Small will come in and give him a breather. They take this clock all the way down. The play clock is going to be 5 minutes left on the next snap. Small. Couple yards shy of the 1st down.
I think Byron Young, number 47, reaches out and makes this tackle. He might have got in the secondary again.
3rd and 2. And he's got enough for the 1st down, I think. To'oto'o made the tackle. But they should spot it right at the 23, I think.
It's going to be, will it be a measurement? It's awful close. I think they're going to measure this, aren't they?
They had it listed as 4th down and 1. I thought he got it when the initial drive, but I guess not. They are going to take a look at it. That short. 4th down at about 8 chain lengths.
Kind of bounced forward, didn't he? The ball was behind the line and he bounced it forward. Here we go.
This might be it. 4th down and inches.
Yeah, usually in this situation you get the quarterback push, don't you?
0 for 2 on 4th downs today.
I mean, he's 230 pounds. Get under there, snap it, and push him from behind.
They've got Fant in at fullback again. He scored a touchdown earlier. There was a whistle before the play, wasn't there?
Totally.
Need to get to the 23-yard line for Tennessee. So we approach 4 minutes, and they trail by a touchdown. Hendon Hooker in trouble, being chased, throws, and in and out of the hands and intercepted in the end zone. Kool-Aid McKinstry down the sideline. He might take this thing all the way. Steps out inside the 20.
I think they might call pass interference on this play.
Long conversation among the officials. And a huge call coming up right here.
During the return, there's no foul for a blindside block. Pass interference, defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. He's now got a 1st down.
So you can wipe all that off. And a first down, Tennessee.
Yeah, the dreaded underthrow ball. That's when these defensive backs are at the mercy of the pass interference call. Malachi Moore is all over it. That was the call.
Our AT&T 5G pylon cam gave you a good shot of it and then wiped out our cam right in the pylon.
Sure did.
Process. So first down, Tennessee.
Remember, that's not a spot foul in college football, just a 15-yard penalty.
But it does set them up shop. First down at the 13. Tied for the most penalties in Alabama history today with 16. And that'll drive that guy crazy.
2 pass interference on 3rd down and 4th down on this drive.
Hendon Hooker pulls it, throws it, touchdown Tennessee. Jalen Wright, Hyatt, rather, his 5th of the day. Wow.
Big space, easy decision, gets it to him, puts it right on the face mask.
An all-important point after. McGrath has missed one today. Not this time. 75 yards in 11 plays. A pass interference penalty helped the cause, but number 11 shattering Tennessee receiving records. 49-49. Back at Neyland Stadium. Game of the year so far, and what a game for this young fella. 207 yards, 5 receiving touchdowns. We got to spend some time with him yesterday.
Yeah.
He's a fancy dresser. He's having a fancy game right now.
Doesn't matter what he wears to the games if he can do that.
That's right. Now the game is in Bryce Young's hands with 3:26 to go. Jahmyr Gibbs waiting for his blockers. Can't find him. No gain.
Tennessee's defense strung that one out. Could not get to the edge. Held it and allowed the linebackers to come in there and make the play. I think it was Banks first and went over the top of him, and then they cleaned it up. Now it's number 9's turn.
3 minutes left in regulation. There's motion.
Another penalty.
In the slot.
Yep.
Going to be a false start on Trayshawn Holden.
False start. Offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty. Almost second down.
Penalty number 16. You see it right there. Make that 17.
Yep. Trayshawn looked to the official like, did I get away with it? No, I did not.
Gibbs comes out as a receiver to the bottom of your screen.
Bryce Young knows it's zone defense. They just bumped out. He's got a zone to throw against.
Young fires in the middle and caught. 3rd down and 2. 2 to go in the 4th quarter. Young throws it complete to Gibbs. He's got the first down at the 37. 1st and 10 Alabama. Tie game. A minute and a half to go. Here comes a blitz. Young wide open in the middle of the field is Kobe Prentice. First down at midfield. And we are now under a minute. Young fires incomplete, intended for Isaiah Bond, but it wasn't close. don't know if he ran the wrong route or.
Well, at least they weren't on the same page, that's for sure.
We got a timeout with 51 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And a man down is Latrell Bumpus. Second time he's been down on one knee today. We'll catch our breath for the final 51 seconds. We'll be right back. I don't think anybody in this building has moved.
Well, 3/4 of them are holding their breath.
That's right. Still to come, Adam, Rick, and BJ will bring you the day's best highlights from a Super Saturday of college football, the postgame show presented by Rocket Mortgage. If those three guys can find one better than this, give me a call, Zook.
Need about 12 to 15 yards for a field goal range.
Reichard been carrying that ball around, trying to stay away from everybody during that timeout. Meanwhile, Bryce Young on the offense. Second down and 10. Young pressured again by Banks. Had to throw it out of bounds.
6-man rush. Tim Banks calls the blitz, and Jeremy Banks almost finishes it.
Yep. So now it's third down and 10.
That means another corner goes out of the game. Remember, they're already down 2.
They're running out of corners.
Yes.
Pretty sure Bryce Young and Bill O'Brien, the offensive coordinator, know that. An unbelievable scene on Rocky Top with 45 seconds left in regulation play. Alabama's got it. Third down and 10 at midfield.
Same blitz. A late shift outside by the linebacker, and then he's going to come.
Young over the middle and got it complete. And it's a first down.
Well, highest rated, whatever you say, one of the worst pass defenses in college football. The only chance they have is getting Bryce Young on the ground.
And Bryce Young just threw that one away on purpose. It's basically the same thing as spiking it, but he was in the shotgun.
Look at how open he is. 6 yards. Still a bit of ways. 50-yard field goal from here. Would not be afraid to run the ball with 2 timeouts left.
If they do run, it'll be Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll throw. Short, in and out of the hands of Gibbs. It was a little low and in front of him, but catchable.
Well, he had that halfback option route to Gibbs. A good throw. Well, it was a good throw. Gibbs grabs that one. Look who he had on him on that time with the all-out blitz. He had a defensive tackle covering the fastest guy in the field. That was a matchup Bill O'Brien was dreaming of when he called that play.
Here's another third down and 10. Empty set. Bryce Young, 4-man rush. And there was a whistle before the snap. And a timeout with 22 seconds to go. A battle of unbeatens has come down to 25 seconds. Tennessee took a timeout to get their defense squared away.
Oh, yeah, you had a lot of guys in that secondary for Tennessee, guys that don't play a lot, looking at each other, trying to figure out what to do. Remember, Warren Burrell is out. Jalen McCullough was out. Camille Hayden is out. Deshaun Rucker was out because of the hamstring. So 4 of their top corners and defensive players are not on the field.
And they're facing that guy. Third down at 10. Gibbs comes out as a wide receiver to the left again.
Man to man, they're covering after him.
Young, quick on the back pedal, quick on the throw, incomplete. Intended for Burton, and he's looking for a flag and doesn't get one. Working against William Wright.
Yeah, the ball was so poorly underthrown, they weren't going to call pass interference on that one.
So out comes Will Reichard. His career long was earlier this season against Texas from 52. That wasn't to win the game. This one with 21 seconds to go to give Alabama the lead from 50. Reichard's kick on the way, pushed it to the right, no good.
Well, except for about 2 or 3 games ago, Will Reichard was money for this football team. But lately, he's been missing them to the right.
The reaction of Josh Heupel. We got it back. We'll have a chance, if nothing else, for overtime.
Well, 15 seconds. They need about 35 yards. I wouldn't not believe anything, would you?
I wouldn't either, not the way this game's gone. He's got 4 wide receivers spread across the formation. They've got 2 timeouts left. Hendon Hooker looking to throw, scanning things, throw in and complete. And he got it to Ramel Keaton again.
Just take a timeout. You don't have enough plays. You can use your timeout right here. You don't have to go fast. Use your timeout. They do.
Now you start thinking about the target line on the other end.
Yep.
For Chase McGrath,
So
if they can get in field goal range.
So we figured they needed about 35. What did this one get them? About 18 to 20?
Big hit at the end of it. So 9 seconds left. They're right at midfield.
One more 15-yard throw, and they're going to get a kick for a field goal for a chance to win the game.
I know who I'd put my money on. Jalen Hyatt. You needed a really big play.
Well, if you need a touchdown, you throw it
Oh, I guess that's
for 15 yards.
There's prayers in Knoxville being said in this stadium. 9 seconds. First down midfield. Hendon Hooker can't take a sack. Double clutches, throws. It is caught. Do they get the timeout? Brew McCoy.
And remember, the clock stops on the first down. So I think there was at least 1 second to go on the clock when he came down on the ground.
27-yard pickup.
Yes.
Down, there's 2 seconds left.
Absolutely. They're going to get it, and they also could call timeout and take their time and kick it.
Brew McCoy, the transfer from USC. And you hear the bruise. And the timeout taken by Josh Heupel.
Remember, the clock would have stopped for a first down anyway. Josh Heupel signals for a timeout. Get your field goal team on. You got a crack at one.
Chase McGrath, his long this year was 51 against Pittsburgh in that win.
I'll tell you, he missed 1 extra point, and he was low on the last extra point. Right now, Alabama would like to have Mount Cody out there to finish this one off.
Chase McGrath to try to win it, although Nick Saban's going to take a timeout right here and let him think about it. The most anticipated game in these parts in 3 decades, and it's come down to 2 seconds.
Well, 2 seconds after 15 years.
That's right. 15 years of losses. to the Crimson Tide for the Tennessee Volunteers.
Well, he did his Patrick Mahomes impression on that one, didn't he? 13 seconds, Mahomes does it. 15 seconds, Hendon Hooker does it.
Chase McGrath, his career long was actually when he was at USC, 52-yarder against BYU. I mentioned he's hit from 51 earlier this year against Pitt.
His last one was low.
Paxton Brooks to hold. Chase McGrath for the win for the Volunteers. From 40. On the way, a knuckleball. He got it! And here they come. The misery is over on Rocky Top.
You called it a knuckleball. I thought it looked like a whirlybird going over there. It was going sideways.
Another look at the game's final play. The kick heard round the state of Tennessee and all of college football. (52-49). Tennessee is still undefeated. The winning coach is with Jenny Dell.
All right, Coach. Hey, how much fun is this?
Man, Rocky Top, this is college football at its absolute best. Man, our team competed 60 minutes. Like, these fans, phenomenal. What an environment, man.
This is the first win after the last 15 years. What does this one mean?
Hey, it's about this team. Before former players or fans, we know what this means. Everybody's lighting a cigar tonight.
Jenny just gave him a box.
I delivered a box of cigars. I'll tell you what, you can't see it at home, but you can smell the cigar smoke here.
You sure can.
I thought Byron Young, number 47, was going to block it. He's right there.
Brooks got the hold down. Chase McGrath from 40. It wasn't pretty, but it was beautiful. And Chase McGrath will never have to buy another meal in Knoxville.
What a football game, and I think Josh Heupel said it right. It was a battle. It was a battle to the last play. Love it.
So Tennessee got the last punch. Heartbreaking defeat for Bryce Young, and another sensational performance by him, but this time in a losing effort.
How about that last throw by Hendon Hooker? Rush in his face. He knew he needed 15 to 20 yards. Put it up for Brew that time. McCoy comes down with it. 1 or 2 seconds on the clock. What a finish.
Well, the storm in the field will cost Tennessee a little bit of cash, but I think they're going to say money well spent.
Well, they've been saving for 15 years. Just a note, and remember, Alabama loses the game but still controls their own destiny in the West.
Well, now, as Gary said earlier, how do you pick a play of the game? How about plays of the game? Presented by Jersey Mike Subs. Hendon Hooker loads and delivers after a double clutch to get that one to Brew McCoy. And then Chase McGrath from 40. Just got it. Here's how it sounded on the Vols Radio Network.
Paxton Brooks to hold. Waiting for the snap. There it is. The kick on the way, and that kick is knuckling toward the upright, and it's good. Just gets over the upright. Chase McGrath wins the game for Tennessee. And here they come. Everybody.
Well, if you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is. 52-49, Tennessee remains unbeaten.
We say it all the time to ourselves, but how lucky are we to be able to be part of this?
No doubt. That's going to do it for Gary, Jenny, Gene Steratore, entire CBS crew. Brad Nussler saying so long from Knoxville. 52-49, Tennessee wins. We'll get you back to Zook and Company for the college football postgame show presented by Rocket Mortgage right after these messages. So long from Rocky Top.